Cool. All right, so before we get started, before I say anything else, I need to thank some of the people who've helped make today possible. First and foremost, I need to thank my beautiful wife, Michaela, not only for putting up with my stress leading up to this event, but for all of the ways that she loves and encourages and supports me. I would not be the person I am today without her. So in the spirit of doing hard things, I'm gonna have Michaela step up here. Yeah, make way, come over here. You come up here. Come on, come on. I think her biggest fear is public attention. And so let's give her the loudest round of applause she's ever had. Great. Next, I want to thank our photographers, Joe Rinaldi, my dad. There, Dad, stand up. There you go. Yep. And Oliver Meredith, who's over here with the cool hair. As well as our videographers, Nick Daniel and Andrew Shelley. If you see a camera in your face at any point throughout the day, just smile. They're awesome. They'll make you look great, I promise. Next, I want to thank Balance Chestnut Hill for letting us use this beautiful space. I'll be honest, when I started planning this year's event 6 months ago, I did not imagine this many people would be here. And so it's going to be a little tight. We're going to get close in more ways than one. It may or may not rain, but we're going to have a good time. What I would ask is that as a community, we respect this space. We leave it better than we found it. We put things back where we got them. And let's clap it up for Balance Chestnut Hill. Next, I want to thank again my parents. So my dad is here, my mom is at home holding down the fort, and my siblings, Chris and Danielle, who are in the back, who traveled from far away to be here today. They dropped everything for me, and I wouldn't be who I am without my family. So let's clap it up for them in the back. And then last but not least, this has been a team effort. There are a special group of individuals who have went above and beyond investing their time and energy into building up this community, not only for this day, but they've been behind the scenes for a while now. So you already heard from Mike Zacco and Austin Clapman. Hold your applause till the end. I'll have Mike and Austin stand up wherever you guys are. We have Evelyn Barsky. Evelyn, raise your hand real high. Oh, good job with the instructions. That's pretty good. Lexi Opplinger. Lexi, you can stand up. Greg Jerez, who's over there with the nice looking smile. And then Igor Torvez, who isn't here today. He's down in Texas. Thank you guys for all that you do. We wouldn't be here like this without you guys, so let's clap it up for them. Cool. And then we have some brand partners today. I'll mention their names. You'll be able to interact with their products and services throughout the day. But we have support from Bear Performance Nutrition, Lululemon, Restore Hyper Wellness, Athletic Brewing Company, Slate Milk, and Drink Parch. So let's give them a round of applause too. So most of you know my story. I'll do my best to keep things brief. I've also limited myself to just 4 quotes over the next 5 minutes, which is pretty much a miracle. 2 years ago, I quit a stable full-time job because I knew there was something bigger, better, and more meaningful out there. I didn't know what that was, if I'm being honest. I had no idea what I was doing, but I decided to start Project Endure and figure things out as I went. I didn't feel ready, but then again, ready is more of a decision, not a feeling. And so I decided to start. There's this quote from Tish Oxenrider that I want to share. They said, "People are willing to be brave when they admit their smallness within the enormity of the world. And the best way to understand our smallness is to step outside of our comfort zone and start exploring one foot in front of the other." As I started to step outside of my comfort zone, what started as an idea became a reality very quickly. The path to building this business has been full of ups, downs, twists, turns, lessons, and adjustments. But through it all, the mission at the core of Project Endure has remained the same: to help people find strength in their struggle, to encourage others to embrace the power of perspective. It honestly makes me emotional to stand here and see so many people that I care so much about, and so many people who I don't even know yet, here spending their time to support that mission, to better themselves and to do hard things. The context as to why I started Project Endure as opposed to something else goes back to the struggle that I'll never shake. I was born with a genetic eye condition that's causing me to lose my sight. And while not everyone is losing their sight, I realized from an early age that everyone is struggling with something. You might not be able to see it, but that is very true. From that realization, it took me almost 2 decades and a whole lot of pain to understand that we don't need to be victim to our circumstances. I think Viktor Frankl put it best when he said, "Everything can be taken from a man, but one thing, the last of the human freedoms. To choose one's own attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way." Through the dark seasons of life, I've been able to look at the world through a new lens. What was once a burden has become a blessing. What I've lost in sight, I've gained in vision. Perspective is such a powerful thing. It's what allows us to see the good in the bad, and it's what allowed me to see that hard isn't bad. In fact, it's the hard things in life, both chosen and unchosen, that present us with incredible opportunities for growth, to be planted when it feels like we're buried. The truth is, there is no strength without struggle, there is no resilience without resistance, and there is no endurance without effort. Steve Goodyear once said, "Those who overcome great challenges will be changed, and often in unexpected ways." For our struggles enter our lives as unwelcome guests, but they bring with them valuable gifts. And once the pain subsides, the gift remains. These gifts are life's true treasures, bought at a great price, but cannot be acquired in any other way. This event is about celebrating our community. It's for all of the people who continue to stand up each time that life knocks them down, all of the people who continue to show up even when it's the last thing that they want to do, all of the people who choose to do hard things in pursuit of their full potential, all of the people who go out of their way to lift others up from darkness, and all of the people right now who are in darkness who want to find strength so badly but have no idea how. This day is for you. This day is about growing, connecting, creating memories, and walking away even just a little bit better than we came in. If you're in a place that feels dark, I want to share some words from Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, who said, "People are like stained glass windows. They sparkle and shine when the sun is out. But when the darkness sets in, that is when their true beauty is revealed, only if there is a light from within." I hope that today can be a place where you find that light for the very first time or reignite it for the 1,000th. I left out one thank you earlier. From the bottom of my heart, thank you to each and every one of you who traveled from near and far to be here today. Project Endure would not exist without you. I tried really hard to put how I feel into words, and there just aren't enough words to express how much you all mean to me. I have one more quote. For those of you counting, that's 5. I lied earlier. I shared this quote last year at the event when there were a lot less of you here. It's from Alexis Carrel, who said, "Man cannot remake himself without suffering, for he is both the marble and the sculptor." It's almost time to do hard things. It's time to have some fun. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all. Thank you.